Hello and welcome to Crypto Capital. This is Roshan and today we'll be talking about Harmony, one protocol. So I hope you guys enjoyed my last video, and if you guys did invest into Spell did go up above 50-60% since we did that video, and I think it's steadily right now at 1.8 or 1.9 cents. I've sold a good portion of my Spell after this huge bump just because I had a really good entry point. And again, please do not take anything I talk about in these videos as financial advice and do your own research. So let's dig deep into a new layer 2 blockchain I am really invested into and I want to tell you guys more about. So I've been doing a lot more research about what is Harmony protocol. Harmony protocol is a scaling cross-chain Ethereum based blockchain where you can transact at a much more faster speed, at a much more lower transaction fees, and you can actually still use the same apps built on Ethereum network. Let's understand how this works. So Harmony has a cross-chain interoperability where you can bridge proof of work and proof of stake chains to Harmony network pretty easily. So Harmony itself is a proof of stake network where everything, instead of being a proof of work like Bitcoin is, it's a lot more cheaper to run a proof of stake platform because transaction fees could be a lot more cheaper as well. So as compared to these other blockchains layer 2 like Polygon and Optimism, Harmony, a protocol, is fairly new as well. Bridge was launched in October 2020 with right now it has a 400 gas per transaction bridging fees, which is way cheaper than other layer 2 blockchains available right there. So let's go into how exactly Harmony works as compared to Ethereum or Cosmos or Polkadot. So Harmony right now is at a max validator of 1000 validators, which is 250 validators per node, and the transaction fees is close to 0.000001, which is cheapest as compared to Ethereum or Arbitrum or Cosmos or Polkadot, which is why it could be an end solution to adopt blockchain into real applications by these big institutions or companies. The shard size is about 250 nodes, which still makes it decentralized enough compared to Ethereum 2 or Cosmos. And the annual issuance of Harmony is about 3%, which is, again, way lower than a lot of other blockchains available out there. As of right now, as far as I remember, let's go to its key sharding. So to understand Harmony, you have to understand what sharding is. This is something I found from the internet with an available article to explain you guys more about how sharding works. So Harmony itself is a shard blockchain which has right now 4 present shards: Beacon Chain, Shard 1, Shard 2, and Shard 3. So there's 4 shards available which can each support up to 250 validators, and that's why it has a current upper limit of 1000 network nodes. To understand what sharding helps and why sharding is there, sharding was actually something which was, I would say, inspired by Ethereum and Cardano itself, just because with Bitcoin being a proof of work, anything which you use to store data in blockchain, if you use proof of work, it takes a lot more time and transaction fees is a lot higher. Instead of doing that, what sharding does, it takes a big amount of information into these small shards, so the blockchain can run a lot more quicker and you can boost up the transaction speed, and that's why sharding is used. So Harmony boasts an average of 2000 transactions per second right now, right? But each additional shard will bring up to 500 more transactions per second, which is their end goal is to facilitate 1 million transactions across the Harmony network per second, which can make itself the fastest available blockchain in the space, right? So sharding is a lot more better in terms of using less information on the blockchain itself and making transactions way more faster, and that's why the sharding makes transactions cheaper, because the transactions can go a lot more quicker. So that's why it gives Harmony a huge advantage in terms of available layer 1 or layer 2 blockchains, and why Harmony could be adopted if you're trying to build apps on Ethereum while you're trying to make it more user friendly and have users adopt your same platform or product using a cheaper blockchain. So let's dig deep a little bit more about who's the founder and why this is really relevant to the project itself. So Harmony was founded, if I don't remember, by a genius named Stephen. And Stephen has a very good history. I'm trying to find there somewhere right here in this article where they did talk about this as well. But if not, I can give you guys an example of why exactly is he so relevant to this project. So right here, Dr. Stephen C. is a skilled cryptographer and a core developer of Google Maps. So he was one of the core developers of Google Maps, and that's why then after that he sold the startup to Apple for over 7 figures, and then he actually left his job at Apple after working for them for a while to pursue his dream into blockchain itself. He developed their own programming language called MIM, and in 2018, Harmony was founded, where they raised money from Binance Labs and private investors for about $23 million. And since then, the project has went live and it has shown a huge growth compared to where it is. Compared to big other DAG blockchain projects out there like Phantom, which also can process transactions way quicker because of a DAG, which is not actually a blockchain, Harmony is a lot more decentralized. This article is a little bit old, so I can dig more into that later. But Harmony is a lot more decentralized as compared to any DAG platform, because any of their sharding has about 250 validators, and to even attack on a single sharding, they have a thing called randomness, where it's unpredictable, unbiased, verifiable, and scalable. So again, let's go back to the 3 triangle main features of any blockchain: scalability, security, and decentralization. And Harmony is actually able to achieve all 3 of those to a very good extent, and that's what makes Harmony a much more future adopted use case for a blockchain. So let's understand about what are the main key features are of Harmony protocol itself. Harmony is a secure random state sharding. We already talked about sharding. Harmony is very quick in terms of transaction speed. It can tolerate up to 1 million transactions eventually once they're able to get 250 shards, because each shard can add additional 500 transactions per second. The proof of stake model itself for Harmony makes it a lot more decentralized and actually makes it easily available for different thousands of validators, and the rewards are distributed to them instead of having a proof of work. Also, the Harmony's economic model makes it very valuable in near future, because of the max inflation rate of about 3% is what they're issuing per year, which is only 441 million tokens every single year. All transaction fees are burned to offset the issuance, which leads to zero inflation when our network actually becomes high usable. And that's a huge feature to think about, because once Harmony can prove itself to be scalable, and once applications are built or bridged upon to Harmony and the transactions are going up to over 1 billion transactions a month, then this issuance will actually become negligible, because all the fees generated from those transactions actually will be used to burn back Harmony itself. Let's read about the consensus model, which is the governance model. So consensus algorithm is a key component of any blockchain, as we already understand. Harmony's consensus algorithm is called fast Byzantine fault tolerance, which is an innovative upgrade on the famous PBFT algorithm. FBFT is 1 order of magnitude faster and more scalable than PBFT, because BLS aggregate signature is used to significantly reduce the communication cost. Specifically, FBFT allows to at least 50 validators to reduce consensus within 2 seconds. To make this complicated technical language very simple, is with Harmony's consensus model, every transaction is validated within its own blockchain within 2 seconds, because of having 250 validators to reach the consensus. So that's what makes it super fast. Let's go back to transactions itself. So that's where we're talking about the 2-second example. So because of the Harmony's FBFT consensus, every block can be finalized as long as 2/3 of the majority quorum is reached on the block. That means 2/3 of the total validators have verified that block, then it's already validated, that's why it takes less than 2 seconds to finalize a new proposed block and the transactions within it. Versus in a DAG, if you guys don't remember or if you guys know about it, DAG attaches the last block to its existing block, and that's why it makes it super quick. However, that model of governance is not exactly what blockchain was designed for, because of its decentralization issues. Even though I'm a big fan of Phantom, and I do think Phantom is going to be a huge adopted blockchain near future, I do think Harmony will play a very important role in the future of blockchain as well, because of its scalability and its lower transaction fees and its promise of reaching up to 1 million transactions per second. Also, Harmony is a cross-chain which means you can use a MetaMask wallet into Harmony without being forced to create a new wallet, Harmony wallet itself. So you can transact using MetaMask, and they already integrate into SushiSwap as well already, along with a couple of other big ecosystems. To take a look of some of the biggest apps built on Harmony, you can go to harmonyuniverse.one and you can look at some of the most leading apps which are built or integrated using Harmony itself. And that concludes my information about Harmony as a protocol. Of course, there's a lot more things you can learn on the internet. If you are more interested, feel free to go and search at Harmony's website itself, read their documentation, check their roadmap, see what they mean when they're talking about cross-border finance and how we can bridge tokens from other blockchains to Harmony very quickly and fairly cheaply. So all those are the main features: is scalability, decentralization, and it's the model itself, right? Last thing I would talk about is I did find a small, I guess, anticipated upgrade in Harmony, or a feature coming to Harmony, is Harmony getting adapted with Apple Pay, where users can buy Harmony using one wallet with Apple Pay. So this is expected to happen about on 15 December. I do not know how trustworthy this information is, but if this does end up happening, that can also give a huge value to Harmony in near future. So let's talk about the price of each Harmony protocol. So Harmony protocol is often mentioned as one, and then sometimes it's mentioned as Harmony. But the reason it's called one is because it's one for one and one for all. It's their main tagline or slogan, where they're trying to show that will be the adopted currency in the blockchain. But one is the ticker of Harmony itself as well. And Harmony has been on a very stable, constant growth since this was back in let's see when this was. I remember back in July, it was at 5 cents, and right now it's at 25 cents. So it has a 5x run since July, so in the last 3-4 months. And Harmony has been also a very new coin compared to some of these other layer 2s, and that's one reason as well of why Harmony is still not nowhere valued compared to Polygon or Atom. Harmony is still only valued at $2.3 or $2.4 billion, and which is why I'm really invested into this coin as well. I believe that Harmony has the potential to reach as much as $10 by the end of this bull run. But again, nothing I talk about this in this video is financial advice. Please take everything as a grain of salt and do your own research. This video is only for entertainment purposes only. Just for my opinion, I think it has a good potential to reach to about $5 by 30th November. And that's where I'm investing into Harmony for the near future. If it does end up getting there, I'll probably start selling some of my coins. If it does explode next few weeks, I might sell some coins early. So do not expect to have this coin do that crazy growth as well. Everything's dependent on different scenarios, different scenarios of Bitcoin. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to reach out in the comment, post your questions, concerns, and I'll try to respond to as many as I can. If you guys enjoy my video, please go like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks, and you guys have a great day. Bye.